A company called J&B Financial, located here in Houston, Texas. I deal in tax preparation, some accounting, and insurance. I want to talk to you super quick about SBA disaster loans. I'm going to shoot through this really fast. Then we'll come back and do a longer version on the back end of it for people who need more details. I think this is going to be a great program for small business owners like myself across the country. It's going to make more money accessible for us to keep our offices open, pay our employees. During the COVID-19 outbreaks, of course, we're limiting our ability to work, have clients in the office. In some cases, I'm fortunate I can work remotely, and my employees work remotely. There's a lot of industries there, particularly that is pretty much shut down. Hospitality across the board, travel are some prime examples. So you guys, we're all in the same boat, so we all feel that. Like I said, this loan isn't magical. It's a SBA disaster relief loan, PPP loan, which stands for Paycheck Protection Program loans. These are not grants. This does not say the SBA disaster relief grant. That means it's a loan, and loans generally have certain requirements. I'm not a banker. I just work with them sometimes. So there will be no magical money being dispersed out. They're going to want to see your copy of your current tax returns. They might want to go back a couple of years in your tax returns. Preferably, they want to see you making a profit and paying taxes. They want to see your top line. They probably want to see a higher amount of income on the top line. They want to see a high amount on the bottom line after all your expenses are deducted. This is going to be important because it is what it is. If you made it, you made it. You didn't make it. They're going to pull your transcripts. They're going to go by your pulling taxes. You cannot fudge this. You cannot submit a copy of a tax return and go back and submit something else to the IRS. That's not going to fly. First of all, that's fraud. Second of all, it's government fraud. You're dealing with agency backed by the government, and it opens up a whole new slew of penalties for you. So you don't want to do that. Business financials, accounting records, balance sheet, bank statements, cash flow statements, profit and loss statements. If these terms sound alien to you, give a financial professional a call because you'll need them to help you prepare your documents and get your company organized to be ready for a loan. Some companies that are doing extraordinarily well aren't always organized properly, and they need the help. Accurate information is going to be important. Super important. Make sure you get the information application correct. A healthy business before COVID-19. All these things we talked about here, these tax returns, business financials, accurate information, the banks want to see that. That's where they're pulling that up to make sure you got the healthy and make sure you're going to be a good risk. Like I said, this isn't a magical program. This isn't a grant to anybody with a DBA. This is going to be for businesses that are structured, organized properly, and they're doing well before the outbreak. They want to keep those guys going. This is going to be for a guy who needs to help get across the hump. All right. Like I said, credit's still going to apply, and you have to prove that you're earning what you're saying you're earning on the application, and you got to be truthful about it. Because some businesses won't make enough money to be a consideration for these applications. Some businesses are just too new. Some businesses might not have been healthy, and the banks will be looking for that. Okay. Have some conversations with you about things that we can kind of go on now, about things your bankers aren't going to talk to you about. Sometimes the banks that you bank with, that you had deposits with, credit cards with, in some cases for decades, in some cases for years, might not be the best banks for you to work with. Examples of these banks are going to be great banks, right? Great, well-known banks. I don't want to name drop any banks here. There's some of the bigger banks, they might not let you borrow the money, because your small business might be profitable, good enough to leave money there, not enough to borrow money right now, or even we weren't going through a trying time. So this does not mean you have a bad business or unprofitable business. This might mean you might not be structured well with lending programs. There probably will be some lessening of restrictions. I don't expect it to be magical, if that makes sense. So expect some loosening of the normal credit requirements, the normal lending requirements, but don't expect it to be all of a sudden just anybody with DBA is getting a loan. And I don't think your banker is going to tell you that. I don't think they're saying that. I don't think they're really saying that in so many words through the news, through multiple media outlets. But I'm telling you from experience, I just know it might have come from somewhere. We know it's backed up by the government, but even at the end, the government's expecting to having a certain amount of responsibility in play. That's about it. That's basically all I want to go over, man. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Please stay safe. Please take care of yourself. This is Mike. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Make some more video for you. Have a great night.